What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So I'm out here in the shop. This is day 2 of servicing the semi, I guess. Did a little stuff yesterday, got the oil changed, got everything greased except for the rear axle on the truck. I have a bunch of junk. Well, it's actually not a bunch of junk. It's a project that I'm working on up here, so I can't pull my truck all the way in the shop like I usually do. So I got it backed in here so I can get up under here on a creeper and get this greased. I also got to change a leveling valve as I was coming through, or not the actual leveling valve, the leveling valve rod. As I was coming through Shreveport the other day, same thing happened in my old truck, by the way. It's one of the perks of buying the same truck. When you've already had problems with a previous truck, you know when something happens to your current truck. So I was coming through Shreveport the other day, and my truck started vibrating really bad, not just like a roaring noise, like it sounded like a bear eating bones or something, I guess, sort of sound. So I instantly knew what the issue was. So I started looking for a place to try to get over on the shoulder, a wide spot, an exit or something. Anyway, found a place, and I got up under the truck, and the leveling valve rod, the old style, has a rubber end on it that the rod slips down in. That rod had pulled out of the rubber there, and so I put some zip ties on it right there. See if I can show you guys what I'm talking about. And in order to hold it in there right there, yeah, you can see that. It's just a rubber eye right there with a rod going in it, and the rod pulled out of the rubber. The newer design rod is slightly different than that. So I have a new rod out here on my other truck that I purchased I don't know, a couple months before I took it off the road. It is made slightly different. It has the metal loop in the end with a rubber grommet. So I'm going to pull that off, or I'm going to try to pull that off out there and get it put on here, I suppose. And I mean, that right there is working, but it does have some slack in there. And you know, I know it's getting old and the rubber's getting old, and that's a brand new one on there, relatively brand new. Put it on there a couple months before I took the truck off the road. So I'm going to snatch that off, put it on here, grease the rear axle, and then I will be ready to wash this dirty thing out here. All right, guys, so this is the leveling valve rod off of the other truck there. See how long it is? Pretty long, about 1.5 feet long. Anyway, you got this little stud in here, and you can see how this one has the metal wrapped around, and then the bushing is rubber. And then I popped this off just because it was easier to get up under and get to it. But this stud actually has a slot right here, and there's a couple different positions you can put this on the cross member. I'll try to show you up under there if this one has it the same as the other one. It's got a few different holes so that you can change your ride height slightly. Okay, guys, you see the holes right here? You got that one, the middle one, and then 2 over here. The one I just took off was in this hole here. This one's in this hole, which is going to be the same height. You can see how that's got a little bit of slop in it, so it does have some wear. And that's in there with kind of a bolt kind of deal. So it's a slightly different setup. Well, I believe the rod is the same because my old truck had this same type of setup. The new setup's a little bit better so that you don't have to worry about the rod coming out. But anyway, let me get these bolts out of here, and we'll see if we can get that put on. So this is the bolt. It's a shouldered bolt that's off of the old one here, off the new truck, and the old leveling valve rod that we're taking off there. Alright, guys, that is the new style that we got put on there now, top and bottom, with the little studs. And so hopefully it'll be good. That leveling valve still adjusting there a little bit, but hopefully it'll take care of our issues with that. Alright, guys, so we got that changed out. Not too hard of a job if you've got, you know, a place to work. It's not something you really want to have to do on the side of the road and, you know, have your feet sticking out from under the truck, risk getting run over or something. But if you're in a parking lot, a safe spot, it's a pretty easy job. So if you got a Volvo and you're going down the road, all of a sudden it starts vibrating, you hear a roaring noise, and it changes if you get on the gas pedal or if you turn your engine brake on and get off of the gas pedal. In other words, when there's load on the drive shaft and the drivetrain, it's quiet. When it starts vibrating is when there's no load on it, light, throttle, whatever. So if it happens to you, either get on the gas or if you're trying to slow down, put the engine brake on, let off the gas, load the drivetrain, and keep it from vibrating, because that vibration is not good. You're going to tear some stuff up with that. And definitely don't continue to drive it. Get off as soon as you can safely, get over, find an exit somewhere that you can safely address the issue. And as I say, if you're in a bind, you don't have a 11 valve rod, you make it onto a truck stop or to the Volvo dealer or wherever. If you got some zip ties or something that you can get it tied up and eliminate the problem until you can get it fixed or whatever, that's what I did. So anyway, thanks for watching. We'll see you guys next video.